So we got Epic Rooster right here. Epic Rooster, named after Epic. So, yeah, stuff's up a little bit today. And, maybe it will bounce. I'm talking about, we'll go to 14, but, if there's enough doubt, maybe we're going to have a bounce. I don't know. But I kind of want to talk about a few silver-related topics. Now, I haven't had many stuff hits the fan scenarios recently in the comments. Like before, there were comments about people were worried about like gold and silver confiscation, right? And with the prices correcting the last 2 years, I don't think there's really a worry there about the stuff being confiscated with the prices falling. Also, too, is a couple years ago, people were worried about the tax impacts of the stuff. But with like 90% of retail investors underwater on their precious metals, there's probably not a concern by the government to tax people's gains because we don't have gains, right? Or the market as a whole doesn't have gains. So, the other thing someone was talking about, like bars. People were saying things like, don't buy a 1,000-ounce bar. You want to buy smaller coins and whatnot. Well, here's the thing. If the day comes where you can't move a 1,000-ounce silver bar, you pretty much can't move anything, right? If you get to a point where a 1,000-ounce bar of silver can't be traded somewhere, then you're screwed, right? Because look at society. Look at how many complicated parts there are in society, right? And things like the store working and gas tanks. Epic Rooster was chasing some chicken there. Okay, but yeah, if someone can't move a 1,000-ounce silver bar, it means you're not getting gas. It means you're not going to the store. It means the highways, it's road warrior time, So, and if you want to see how precious metals perform, like in a scenario where stuff is shut down, look at like Hurricane Katrina or Hurricane Sandy, right? I mean, pretty much that's kind of how stuff works in that scenario. Now, maybe after, if there's a scenario like that happens, stuff will get revalued. But what I'm just saying is that if you can't move a 1,000-ounce silver bar, there's no commerce and there's no trade, and things are shut down. So also, when it comes to YouTube, right? Basically, there are limited new ideas, and what most people think are original channels are actually using ideas they found elsewhere. And there's nothing wrong with that. But some channels, like Warren Pollock, he had a great channel. I liked it. I didn't agree with everything he said, but he shut down because he got so tired of the stuff being plagiarized and then twisted by opportunist channels and then not giving him credit. And that happens, right? A lot of some bigger channels, I mean, a lot of the stuff they're saying, they take from other sources. And that's not, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just that the original source gets frustrated when their stuff is taken and there's no credit given, and the stuff is taken and then twisted around. So yeah, I noticed my stuff over the last 4 years, a lot of my stuff gets used by others, and that's not a problem. But what happens is the credit isn't given. The credit. This rooster's eating out of my hand, but the rooster's beak is dirty. Your beak is dirty, rooster. Here, you eat out right out here. I gotta wash my hand now. That's gross. These chickens don't mind getting their beaks in dirt and worse. But yeah, so I'm just kind of saying there about like quote deep silver thoughts, and the whole thing about the quote citizen journalist, right? I got an email a few weeks back saying, citizen journalists uncover so-and-so. Well, the only citizen journalists who get featured are the ones who say things that sound bullish on the metals, right? A citizen journalist who says, whoa, silver's at 49. That thing's going to fall a lot lower. Those journalists don't get any airtime, right? That's kind of interesting. It's like, citizen journalist only counts when you're ultra bullish, right? If you say, guys, silver's in the 40s, take some profits. You don't qualify as a citizen journalist, and you probably get blocked, and of course you get made fun of. Now here's one thing, right? There's a lot of people who correctly said silver is going to fall, who didn't get any credit. Deep down, people in the silver market understand how the stuff works. They understand that if you said that silver is going to fall, and you took profits, and they bought silver when you're taking profits, your profits are their loss, and they're not going to feel happy about that, right? So it's interesting because, I mean, the more right you were about silver in the last 2 years, probably the more you're attacked, because the way this market worked was for every person who made profits, there was another person who's underwater or took a loss. And the people who are underwater realize that deep down, and they're not emotionally happy with that. But hey, you know, that's how these markets work. And of course, in the future, hey, Epic keeps hopping on the whatever. But yeah, the people, even though people say there's no supply and demand in the silver market, deep down they know how it works. They know that when someone has a profit, another person has a loss. When someone buys something for a price, another person sells for a price, and the price is down, they realize that they helped another person out. Now the reverse happens. When someone buys and the price goes up, and they make a profit, right? They realize that, you know, someone else helped them make that profit. Okay, that's enough for now. The stuff could bounce up. It could go down. But that's not my real thing here. And yes, the chickens don't know the difference between plated sterling and real sterling. So I fool these chickens by using silver plated stuff. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something.